talk about it when I live it. I know that you live it. I know that you mad. Putting up numbers and flipping the digits again and again and again. Well, you get it. Elevate and enjoy the saga. Better pay, give me more than dollars. Still on the ground, ahead of my time. My yesterdays are your mananas. Trip to Hawaii to bust out the hot.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities. But right now, calm outside. And, of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be brought out from the middle of the end. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down.
And that's how you get started and open up a game. Really well-blocked play, picked up a nice chunk of yardage. If you're the offensive line, that's exactly what you've talked about all week long in your meetings. Establish the line of scrimmage and take control. And they gave their running back plenty of room to rumble.
Ritter off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. And complete to Drake London. Still going. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Ritter on 1st and 10. And this pass caught by Gray. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
2nd down and a run by Robinson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Ritter back to throw. Flush to his right. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Lewis Seen. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And now they'll shift things around. They go play action here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. You talk about this Falcon defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was nearly an unstoppable pass rush. They had 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries. So now do you just max protect on offense, keep everyone in and run, 1 or 2 receiver routes to make sure your quarterback stays up? We'll soon find out.
Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. To the 30-yard line. 10 yards, and it's good for a Viking first down. And the Vikings at 6-4 now on the year. And they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
Throwing on first down. McMillan. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Stevens. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. Operating from the gun. McMillan. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time, and a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Down to about the 37. Well, this defense for the Falcons very strong in that victory a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
To throw on second down. McMillan. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Wiggles free. And the Falcons will take over possession here up at the 44. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big pickup of 38.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
Here we go.
Back to throw, Ritter. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Off play action. McMillan. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Stevens. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Looking to throw on second down. McMillan. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Off the play fake, it's Ritter. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Vikings are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Back to throw. McMillan. He finds his man. Complete. It's Stevens. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Off the play fake. McMillan. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 18 yards the gain for number 18. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
On 1st and 10, McMillan completes it right side to Britt. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Robinson up the middle. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on 3rd down, 3 and out. Something lets the other guys know that you mean business. Figuratively, throw the first punch and make it a good one.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Trying for it on 4th down. Here's Ritter. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. They needed 3. They got 6. Plenty enough for the conversion on 4th. Here's Ritter. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
That's a really good job in execution. They avoided the flag downfield and avoided giving up yardage for free. Really good coverage.
Back to the ground with Robinson. And now off to the races down the right side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Now a play fake here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Operating from the gun, McMillan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the... A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new game.
Puts it on the carpet, it's out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they had just picked it off to get the football and fumble it right back. It looked like on both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, I mean, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game back to the ground. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. He couldn't get the edge there. It wasn't sealed, so maybe not all on the guy running the football all the time on those tosses and the pitches that go to the outside.
No, not at all. I would agree with that totally, because sometimes the defensive guys, they win the edge battle. And when they do that, there's no place for the running back to go, and especially for offensive linemen trying to get out ahead. With their footwork and speed, it was negligible on that play. No gain at all for the offense.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Ritter now. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
The competition comes up in so many different ways, and right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Ritter from the gun. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
So the first thing crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
And the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. On first down, McMillan. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Vikings set to receive the 2nd half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, touchdown, Vikings! A big play there.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. The try for two is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
113 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this one too low.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Robinson on a give right side. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So here's a 3rd and 14. Ritter will set up to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Vikings are going to have the short field here as they take over right at the 50.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Looking to throw. McMillan. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down. And keep in mind, in addition to the 2 sacks that he now has, CD, he's also had a couple of quarterback hurries. He's been very disruptive.
To put it mildly, and it reminds me of the time I asked an offensive tackle who struggled like this in a game. He said he was telling the coach, hey, what do you want me to do? This guy's just eating me alive. And the coach finally just looked up and said, apply.
They'll try to run this one in. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
To throw on 2nd down, McMillan. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. It's a sack for a loss of 4, and that brings up 3rd down and goal. Back to throw. McMillan to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When it's 3rd and goal, you don't need to make a heroic play. You just need to make a play and able to knock that one away. That was really nice.
Yeah, I don't think going for the interception, like you said, just wanted to make sure that the ball hit the ground, and it did.
I'm going to call heroic anyway.
And his kick here is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Robinson will try to pick it up. There he goes, left side. He may go. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Falcons have tied the ball game with a chance to take the lead. Coup for the extra point. And that one puts them on top here in the 3rd. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 102 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he comes back with one complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing on 1st down. McMillan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd and a couple.
Flag like you mean it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Looking to throw. McMillan. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings put together a 4th-quarter drive to take the lead.
And this is a time of game where offensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
They'll try and throw for it. And it is incomplete, so they can't convert for 2. And now the lead stays at 5. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Ritter with it after the play fake. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Ritter and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of only 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
4th down, big play. Here's Ritter. And it is caught. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 26 and a conversion there as well on 4th down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's second down and 8. Ritter to throw it. Short throw caught by Pitts. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now that sets up 32.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
On third down, Robinson. Well, this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they've got a fourth down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Who wants it more? This is 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Robinson. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Here's Ritter. He finds his man complete. That's Gonzalez. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. I tell you, it has not been his best day throwing the football. He really needs to piece something together here.
All will be forgiven if he leads them into the end zone.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here's 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Ritter looks to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And, partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Throwing now is Ritter. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. This is 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That can finish things off for them.
He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary.